theme of this series is called The Call to Personal Holiness. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse number 7, the Bible states, "For God hath not called us unto uncleanness, but unto holiness." In 1 Peter chapter 1, as we looked at last week, "But as he which hath called you is holy, so be ye holy in all manner of conversation, because it is written, Be ye holy, for I am holy." Last week we saw there's a clear foundation laid for believers to be holy that is founded in the holiness of God. God's name is holy, we learned last week. We learned that God's holiness means that all of His attributes are perfect. There's not one that is off in any way. God's holiness means His character is the perfect standard by which men are judged. That's why we have in Romans 3:23, for we've all sinned and come short of the glory of God. We have missed the standard because God's character is the standard for all of mankind. God's holiness means He cannot tolerate or overlook sin. We learn that it means that He hates sin. God's holiness brings sin to light before us. And it's God's holiness that is the basis for Him keeping His own word toward men. We learn that God's holiness means that He cannot tempt man to do evil, and that there are four responses to God's holiness: one of praise for the believer, one of contriteness for the believer, one of confession before the believer, and one of imitation or following or being holy like God is holy. By way of review, in God's holiness in the Old Testament, that word in the Old Testament means pure or clean. It also means sacred or to withhold from common use. When we're studying holiness in the Old Testament,